guys, it's Vanya and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about all of my favorite book quotes. So one thing about me is whenever I read a book and I found like a line in a book or a quote in that book that I love, it will be my personality for like the next few weeks after I read that book. So here are some of the book quotes that have altered my brain chemistry, sort of like these book quotes have been my personality ever since I read those books. So yeah, let's go straight into the first book quote. So the way that I'm going to do this is I will read you the book quote and then I will tell you like the book titles and the author and then my reason for liking said quotes or line in the book. So if you want to like maybe like play along in like this video, so when I read the line you can maybe like guess the book before I told you like what book is it from. That could be like very fun for you to do while you're watching this video. So the first one, I don't want to wake up when I'm 74 only to realize I haven't lived. This quote is from Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross, and the reason why I love it is because it reminds me to live a little. Like, no one is judging you as much as you judge yourself. So whatever it is that you want to do in life, just do it, because it's your life and no one can tell you like what to do or not to do, because at the end of the day it is your life. And like as the quotes say, you don't want to wake up when you're 74 and you realize that you've never done the things that you wanted to just because you're too scared of what other people think. And just, I like that it serves as a reminder that you can just do whatever the hell you want in your life, because at the end of the day it is your life. That is such a huge and long explanation for like just a line in a book, but like when I read this line in Divine Rivals, I was like, that will be my personality for like the rest of my life. The second one, that's life. You're always making decisions, taking paths that lead you away from the rest before you can see where they end. And this one is from Book Lovers by Emily Henry, which is my all-time favorite book of Emily Henry. And just saying, I love all of Emily Henry's books, and so when I told you that Book Lovers is like at the top of my list, it is really that good. And I just feel like I relate to like the female main characters a lot in some ways. That's why this is one of my favorite book quotes of all time. The third book quote, it's actually not just like a line, because it is like a whole paragraphs, because there's like this conversation that the female main character is having with like one of the side characters, and it's just so good. I just need to like tell you this so that you can see like where I'm coming from. Okay, so like the female main character was like talking to like the side character, and then the side character just said this. And let me ask you something. When the hell did it become such a crime to be selfish now and again? I tell you what makes me madder than a hornet. When people tell other people how they should feel. Everyone's getting too damn people-y lately, and I've had enough of it. Sometimes a woman is just worn out and needs a break, you know? That doesn't prove that you're weak or neglectful. It proves to all the women standing by and watching you pave the road to success that it's okay to say no. It's okay to shut your door every now and then and put up a sign that says, "Busy taking care of me today, piss off." And if that ain't the realest thing that you've ever like listened to, well, in my case, read, I don't know what is. Because like when I read this book, it hit so deep, because at the time I was like having a hard time just saying no to all of the things that I don't actually want to do, and I feel like it was taking a toll on my mental health. And so like reading this book at that point in my life just like opens my eyes to like it is okay to say no, because like you have nothing to prove to anyone. So just be honest with yourself and like just say no. No is a complete sentence. So yeah, that is one of my all-time favorite book quotes, lines, scenes that I've ever read. This is the fourth quote. You only live once, and if you do it right, once is all you need. Have you read this book? It's from The 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I fully recommend you to read this book. Like, this is the first Ashley Poston book that I've read, and I just fell in love with her writing. I do still need to read The Dead Romantics. It is in my October TBR, so hopefully I'll read it by the end of the month. Whenever I saw a quote that reminds you to like just live and not care about other people, like judgments and perceptions, that will forever be like my favorite quotes that I've read in a book. The fifth one is this quote. I don't want to be a part of the wrong we. I'd rather be on my own even if it hurts right now. Someday I'll be okay. Someday. And this quote is from Funny Story by Emily Henry. Yes, it is the second Emily Henry's quotes that I've put in this video, because one thing about me, I am an Emily Henry girl. So like most of my favorite quotes are from Emily Henry's books. And if you saw like my physical copies of Emily Henry's books, it is full of like annotations, tabs. That's just because like her writing is just so good, and there's so many good quotes, good lines that she's written that I feel like is important for women in their 20s. And this is like one example of it. As a woman in their early 20s that have never been in a relationship, this hits so hard for me, because one thing about me, I do not want to be a part of the wrong way. Like, I have standards and I will not lower it for anyone else. I would rather be alone than be with someone that does not recognize my worth. That is my one principle in life, and I would never ever break that rule. The next quote is this one. When I read this quote, I was like physically gaping at like the book. One thing about me is I will always love like an empowered, badass female main characters, and she's just one of the example. So this is the quote. I had absolutely no interest in being somebody else's muse. I am not a muse. I am the somebody. End of effing story. You probably already like read this, because this is such a big book in like the industry. So it is Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. This quote, when I read it, I was like, I physically gaped, because like when I grew up, I want to be her. I want to have like her level of self-confidence. And then the last quote that is my all-time favorite is from my all-time favorite series, and it says, things only matter if you let them. People only matter if you let them. So this is from The Natural series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Let me tell you, The Naturals is one of the most underrated series that is out there. Like, people are saying that the Inheritance Games series is better than The Naturals, but I would argue with you. I would argue that The Naturals is better than the Inheritance Game series. Like, I know the Inheritance Game series is like way more popular than the Natural series, but I do think like plot-wise, story-wise, I think The Naturals was better. Is better. This might be like a unpopular opinion, but I said what I said. So yeah. Let me know down below like your favorite quote in a book that you've read, because like I would love to know. I would love to get like new book recommendations, because one thing about me is if I saw like a quote that I really like, I will read the book. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. And if you would love to see like my full review for all of the books that I've mentioned in this video, go check out my bookstagram. It's at pan.reads. I do full-on book reviews on there, and I post like daily stories of like what book I'm reading and all of that stuff. So if you are interested, check out my Instagram. But yeah, I will see you next Wednesday. Bye!